welcome back to the breaking news. With me, participant number 45, I will bring you the latest news from all around the world. Today's hot topic, the pandemic's effect on education is not being discussed enough, says Indonesian minister. And here's the complete news. There's not enough discussion globally about the coronavirus pandemic's effect on students' learning, as schools are closed to prevent further spread of the virus. Indonesia's education minister, Nadiem Anwar Makarim, told CNBC on Monday. The minister told CNBC's Trade Science Asia that a lot of people keep mentioning about the crisis and about the economic crisis that's caused by the pandemic. But not enough people are talking about the educational crisis, the learning crisis that is happening all around the world, not just in Indonesia. He said ahead of the virtual Singapore summit happening this week, so we really have to find the right balance between the health crisis as well as the educational crisis as leaders. Currently, schools in more than 50 countries remain fully closed, affecting over 870 million students globally, according to the data by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO. To ensure that students can continue their education during school closures, many countries move teaching online, but the arrangement could leave some students behind, especially those who have limited access to the internet. A problem the experts say could exacerbate income inequalities in the long run. Makarim said in Archipelagic Indonesia, the challenge of making sure all students have access to remote learning is enormous. He said he thinks everywhere in the world, not just in Indonesia, distance learning will at least in the short term have a negative impact on educational outcomes and qualities. Because it takes a long time for people to adapt to a new way of teaching and learning. He added this in Indonesia is even more acute because of the huge diversity of geographic challenges, infrastructural challenges. The challenges is enormous, really. Many schools in Indonesia have remained shut since March as authorities struggle to contain the coronavirus disease or COVID-19. But only around 40% of Indonesians have internet access, most of them in the urban areas such as capital city Jakarta, according to the Singaporean think tank IC's Yusof Ishak Institute. Makarim said his ministry has taken several steps to address those problems. The minister also said that Indonesia has reopened some schools in the country's poorest and most marginalized region, where the risk of COVID-19 spread is assessed to be relatively low. Those schools are allowed to operate at 50% capacity, he explained. He said these are the areas where the majority of students find it extremely difficult to do any type of online learning. For those kids that have little access to internet and reliable electricity, we have to make sure they don't get left behind even further. One of the most important things we can do as an education ministry and government in general is to set policies that minimize the permanent damage. What we don't want to see is a loss of an entire generation and the gap between the haves and have-nots becoming insurmountable. Well, that's the news for today. I'm participant number 45. Thank you and have a great day.